in this lesson, guys, I will show you how to break the geometry to pieces manually. So here I have a rubber toy, so I will dive inside. As you see, I have a transform node too. So I will hit tab on the keyboard and type scatter. So what I need to do, guys, I want to scatter points on the surface. So if I click here now, you see I have points on the surface. I will decrease the points, for example, to 20. But the problem now is, guys, the points are on the surface. There are no points inside the geometry. So what I will do, I will hit tab again. I will type ISO. So this is the ISO offset. So I will set it between the transform and the scatter. So now I converted the geometry to volume, okay? And then I scattered the points. So now some points are inside the geometry. So now I will hit tab again and type Voronoi. So I will choose Voronoi fracture. Okay. So now I will connect the first input to the transform. And if you hover the mouse over the second input, you see here I have a tip points for Voronoi cells. So I will click here and connect it to the scatter. And now if I click on Voronoi fracture, and now we don't see the pieces. So here if you select the Voronoi fracture, guys, and here you see visualize pieces. So if I click on that, now the pieces colored with random color. Okay. And what Houdini did here, guys, created a piece on every point that we scattered on the surface. Okay. So there is another node here. If you want to see inside the pieces, hit tab on the keyboard and type exploded. And here you see I have exploded view. If I connected this one to this one, now I see the pieces in the viewport. So this is for preview purposes, guys. Okay, so just we can see the details inside the geometry. And if you select the Voronoi fracture, guys, here you see we have the interior details. So if I go to interior details, let's zoom in here and see one piece. Okay, so here if you click on add interior detail, now I added details on the interior piece. Okay, so if you decrease the detail size, you will have more details on the geometry. So I will set, for example, 0.1. okay, so now I have more details. If I decrease this one to 0.05, now you see I have more details. And you can increase the amplitude by clicking here and change the value of the noise amplitude. I will set to 0.4, for example. You see I have more noise in the inside of the pieces. Okay, so this is how you can break the object or the geometry to multiple pieces. Okay, so I will see you in the next lesson, guys.